Welcome back to the Unravel Collective. Thank you. Thank you for still being here. Even after a 1-year break, thank you for your messages, just telling me you were thinking about me and hoping I would come back sometime. It's time. It's time. And I'm really excited about what 2025 will bring. So before I started preparing for this video, I took a little bit of time to reflect on what it was that I learned during my break. And there were many things I learned, but there are 3 in particular that I want to share with you. And the first one is around the idea of inspiration and connection. So what I mean by that is I really got that there's a little gnat flying around here. So sorry if you see that. Okay, I got distracted. So let me start again. So inspiration and connection. Okay, so what I mean by this is that I really got that we are connected to one another. All of us are connected and interrelated with each other. And so we really rely on one another to inspire each other. And I really felt this over my break when I chose to disconnect myself from other people. I thought that I was going to cultivate a spark within me, the creative spark. I thought that if I isolated myself just a bit, I would be able to find that fire of creativity within me again, and the inspiration to create. But what I realized is that we are always bouncing energy off each other, and that it's really important to be in connection with other people so that you are continually inspired, so that you're continually being fed, so that you're continually activating this giving and receiving of energy from each other. And I realized that when I create a video, I am in many ways offering something to you, but what I didn't realize is that you were also very much offering something to me. And there was an aspect of feeling burnt out and feeling drained from channeling and making videos. And so I thought that the inspiration would come back to me when I took a break and disconnected myself from the outside world and disconnected myself a little bit from my audience. The truth is that we need each other. We all need each other. So if you're feeling uninspired, my suggestion or recommendation to you is to remember that there is inspiration all around us, and there is inspiration in our relationships and how we choose to communicate with one another. Energetically, we are feeding each other all the time. And I think I knew that on a certain level, but I really get it at a whole new level of really having so much more gratitude for the connection that we create here, for the community that we create here. And I'm looking forward to what kind of year we're going to create together here on this channel. Because it's not just me creating something here, it's us creating something here. And so I'm very excited to see what comes through in 2025 together. The second thing I learned was that my connection to God is very important to me. And one of the things that I was going through, before I quit YouTube, was this inner conflict of, how do I discuss God here? Because I know that in the spiritual community, a lot of us have had religious trauma, or are atheist, or just don't like the word God, have an aversion to the word God or the idea of one God. And I have no judgment with where anybody is on their journey with the concept of God or divine source. And for me, I need to be able to say the word God One of the things that I have observed in the spiritual community is that we oftentimes skirt around the word God, call it source, call it universe, call it divine energy, whatever. I don't know. There are so many things that we call God. And to me, again, you're welcome to use whatever you want. I am not in judgment of you here. I'm just needing to do this for me. And I need to be able to say God and call God God and not skirt around the word for fear that it's going to make someone uncomfortable. I love everybody here. I am not trying to push anybody away by using the word God, but it feels inauthentic for me to not use the word God, and it feels like a dismissal of my relationship with God when I can't even say the word God, or I hide myself from saying the word God. Does this make sense to y'all? I hope it does. So the point of this being that there are going to be times when I will be referring to God and my relationship to God going forward on this channel. And again, this is just me and my experience, and whatever you and your experience is, I hold it with love. I am not saying that you have to think like me to be here. You have to feel like me to be here. You have to experience things like I do to be here. We are a community of loving individuals and beings who are all on this planet going through a separate and individual, specific and unique journey. And we're here to help each other and be, a loving hand, no matter what you believe or where you come from or what language you choose to use on your spiritual path. And it's just very important to me to share myself with integrity and honesty always here on my channel, because our energy is working with one another. I want it to be as pure and honest as it possibly can so that we can get the most out of our time together. So let's see where that takes us this year. The third thing I learned during my break is that I require flow with structure. So what I mean by that is that I love to have a plan. I love to have a structure. I love on Thursdays you're going to be filming and editing, and on Saturday you're going to release your video. But what I felt stuck in before I quit YouTube was that I felt it had to be a channeled video every week. And we will still be doing channeling, but I am going to incorporate more flow into what I offer here. And by flow, I mean I'm going to be sharing channeling, but I'm also going to be sharing whatever it is that is on my mind. I'm going to be a little more flexible with what I choose to film and how I choose to do that. I might be doing some live Q&As instead of the pre-recorded Q&As where you were sending me your questions through email. I might do a live Q&A for, let's say, 30 minutes tops, and select maybe 2 people to channel for, because I still like the idea of offering you all a free taste of some personal channeling, so that way you get an idea of what you can receive through one of my paid offers. In case you don't know, I do channel the Akashic Records. I do 30-minute Akashic Records readings and 1-hour Akashic Records readings, which you're more than welcome to book on my website. And I also do audio recorded Arcturian quick counsels. So that's also available to you on my website. You can send in a question. I will channel the Arcturians, and they will offer you guidance on your question that is audio recorded that I send to you. So these are the things that are coming up for 2025 on the Unravel Collective. Again, I'm so happy to be back with you, and I'm really looking forward to growing together. This is definitely an exciting time. There's part of me that feels that 2024 was an incubation period for me, maybe for both of us, for all of us, because 2025 feels like it's ramping up to be a very interesting year, and the next probably 3 to 4 to 5 years are going to be pretty transformational. I have a feeling that part of my rest was sort of cultivating the energy and strength to get through these next few years with clarity for all of us, for myself and for you. So once again, thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.